The moment fans have been waiting for is finally here. New music from Kendrick, Lamar, and Keem has officially dropped, and it's 100% confirmed. Rumors have been swirling for weeks, teasing collaborations, cryptic posts on social media, and subtle hints in interviews, but now there's no doubt. The dynamic duo has returned with fresh tracks that promise to shake the music world and dominate streaming platforms. Fans immediately took to social media, flooding timelines with reactions, clips, and breakdowns of lyrics, beats, and production, signaling that this release isn't just another drop, it's an event. From the moment the news broke, excitement reached a fever pitch. Kendrick, known for his groundbreaking storytelling and razor-sharp lyricism, teams up with his cousin Keem, who has consistently pushed boundaries with his innovative flows and unique energy. The combination has sparked speculation about everything from featured artists and production credits to the thematic direction of the tracks. Every teaser, snippet, and visual dropped online was dissected by fans and music analysts, fueling conversations that span from Reddit forums to TikTok breakdowns. The collaboration is more than just a musical pairing. It represents a merging of generations and styles within hip-hop. Kendrick brings decades of cultural influence, while Keem injects youthful energy and experimental approaches to rhythm and melody. Together, they are expected to deliver a project that balances thought-provoking content with hard-hitting beats, appealing to both longtime fans and a new wave of listeners hungry for innovative music. The excitement isn't just about the songs themselves. It's about what this means for the hip-hop landscape. Fans are predicting chart-topping moments, viral challenges, and social media trends that could dominate months ahead. With both artists known for their storytelling and creative risks, this release is positioned to spark debates, discussions, and breakdowns across the music community. Every beat, every verse, and every collaboration is under a microscope as fans and critics alike try to anticipate the impact of this major release. If you thought Kendrick and Keem were just dropping another track, think again. This is shaping up to be a cultural moment, one that will dominate streaming charts, influence trends, and leave listeners replaying the tracks for weeks. With the official confirmation out, fans everywhere are preparing for a music event that promises to be unforgettable. The announcement that Kendrick, Lamar, and Keem were releasing new music immediately sent shockwaves through the music community. For months, fans have been speculating about a collaboration between the two cousins, fueled by social media teasers, cryptic posts, and interviews hinting at new projects. But now, with official confirmation, excitement reached an entirely new level. Streaming platforms, Twitter feeds, Instagram accounts, and TikTok videos were flooded with reactions as fans dissected every snippet, screenshot, and lyric hint released by either artist. The hype wasn't just about the music, it was about the cultural impact, the energy, and the innovative creativity both artists bring to the table. Kendrick Lamar, a multi-time Grammy winner and one of the most influential voices in modern hip-hop, has always been known for crafting music that transcends trends. Each release from Kendrick isn't just a song. It's a statement, a story, and often a reflection of the social and political realities of the time. Fans anticipated that this new project would continue his legacy of thought-provoking lyricism and layered storytelling. From Good Kid, Mad City to Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, Kendrick's discography has consistently blended narrative complexity with innovative production, setting the bar high for any collaboration. Keem, on the other hand, brings a youthful, energetic, and experimental approach to hip-hop. Known for his distinctive flow, catchy hooks, and ability to craft viral moments, Keem has quickly become one of the most talked-about artists in the game. His previous work demonstrated a fearless approach to sound, blending unconventional rhythms with clever wordplay and dynamic delivery. Fans anticipated that when combined with Kendrick's depth and storytelling prowess, Keem's energy would create a musical chemistry capable of redefining expectations and pushing boundaries. The confirmed collaboration immediately sparked conversations about the creative direction of the project. Industry insiders speculated about potential production credits, guest features, and lyrical themes. Would the music focus on Kendrick's signature socially conscious storytelling, or lean more heavily into Keem's playful and experimental style? Would they strike a balance that satisfied fans of both artists? Early reactions on social media suggested that anticipation was at an all-time high, with fans creating countdowns, reaction videos, and compilations of past collaborations, highlighting the strong familial and creative bond between the two artists. Marketing for the release had already begun to dominate digital spaces. Clips teasing beats, visuals hinting at music video concepts, and cryptic messages from both artists kept fans guessing. Every tweet, Instagram story, and TikTok snippet became a conversation starter, with audiences analyzing symbols, colors, and phrasing for hidden meaning. The intensity of the online buzz underscored the significance of the collaboration. In today's music landscape, fan engagement and viral momentum are almost as important as the music itself. The excitement wasn't limited to fan circles. It caught the attention of fellow artists, media outlets, and music analysts. Industry commentators discussed the potential impact on streaming numbers, chart performance, and even award recognition. Some argued that this collaboration could dominate not just the charts but also cultural discourse, given Kendrick's influence and Keem's rising popularity. Others suggested that the project might signal a new era for hip-hop, one in which established legends and young innovators merge to redefine sound and narrative in the genre. Behind the scenes, sources indicate that both artists spent months crafting the music. The process reportedly involved meticulous attention to production, lyrics, and thematic cohesion. Kendrick, known for his perfectionist tendencies, likely ensured that every verse, hook, and beat aligned with a larger artistic vision. Keem, meanwhile, reportedly infused energy, creativity, and spontaneity, adding layers of unpredictability to the tracks. The resulting music promised to reflect both their strengths, Kendrick's depth, intelligence, and narrative skill, and Keem's vibrancy, creativity, and contemporary appeal. By the time the official release went live, the anticipation had reached a fever pitch. Fans queued on streaming platforms, eager to hear every track, analyze every lyric, and experience the fusion of two highly distinctive styles. Social media platforms erupted as reaction videos, first listen reviews, and fan theories began circulating. From die-hard Kendrick fans appreciating his storytelling prowess to Baby Keem supporters highlighting the infectious energy of the tracks, the release became an immediate cultural event. It was a statement. It showcased the intersection of artistry, legacy, and innovation, promising to dominate discussions across social media, streaming charts, and music communities worldwide. For fans and industry insiders alike, this moment marked the beginning of what could be a landmark chapter in contemporary hip-hop. The day after the official release of Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem's new music, the reactions were nothing short of explosive. Fans flooded social media platforms, sharing their first impressions, analyzing lyrics, and debating the standout moments from each track. Twitter threads exploded with line-by-line breakdowns. TikTok users created reaction videos that quickly went viral, and Instagram accounts posted short clips of memorable bars and energetic hooks. The sheer volume of engagement reflected not only the popularity of the artists but also the cultural significance of this collaboration. For many, this release wasn't just music. It was a moment in hip-hop history. Music critics were quick to weigh in. Early reviews praised Kendrick's lyrical precision and thought-provoking storytelling, highlighting how his verses tackled both personal and societal themes. Meanwhile, Baby Keem received recognition for his dynamic flow, unpredictable cadence, and unique ability to craft catchy hooks that instantly grabbed listeners' attention. Analysts noted that the tracks balanced introspective depth with high-energy performances, creating a sonic experience that appealed to a wide range of audiences. Fans across generations appreciated this blend, with longtime Kendrick followers lauding his narrative mastery while newer fans were drawn to Keem's contemporary, experimental style. Streaming numbers skyrocketed within hours of release. Platforms such as Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube reported record-breaking streams for the first 24 hours, with several tracks trending in multiple countries. playlists featuring the new music appeared on every major streaming service, and user-generated content referencing the songs multiplied rapidly. Some fans created memes that referenced the lyrics, while others incorporated snippets of the tracks into dance challenges, reaction compilations, and fan edits. The virality extended beyond music spaces, infiltrating pop culture discussions across social media, gaming communities, and lifestyle platforms. The collaboration also sparked speculation about the creative process behind the project. Industry insiders suggested that Kendrick and Keem spent months in the studio perfecting each track, carefully balancing lyricism, flow, and production. Sources indicated that Kendrick's approach was meticulous and narrative-driven, focusing on thematic cohesion and conceptual depth, while Keem contributed a spontaneous, energetic, and experimental influence, infusing the tracks with unpredictable moments that kept listeners on their toes. This combination of disciplined storytelling and vibrant experimentation created a distinctive sound that was both reflective and contemporary, appealing to a diverse audience while showcasing the unique strengths of each artist. Social media discussions highlighted the generational dynamic between the two artists. Kendrick, as an established icon with a legacy of innovation, brought a level of gravitas and experience that grounded the project, while Baby Keem's youthful energy and bold experimentation introduced unpredictability and modern flair. Fans quickly noticed how the interplay between the two voices created tension, contrast, and synergy throughout the tracks. Analysts praised this approach, noting that the collaboration not only amplified each artist's strengths but also challenged conventional expectations of how hip-hop partnerships operate in today's music industry. The release also triggered debates about lyrical content and deeper meanings. Fans dissected Kendrick's verses, exploring references to personal history, societal observations, and subtle nods to his earlier work. Keem's bars were analyzed for clever wordplay, stylistic choices, and references to contemporary culture. Commentators noted that this level of scrutiny reflected both the complexity of the music and the fanbase's high expectations for each artist. With each lyric open to interpretation, listeners engaged in ongoing discussions about hidden messages, thematic significance, and the overall artistic intent of the collaboration. Meanwhile, the music videos accompanying the release became a central part of the conversation. Early visual content showcased innovative cinematography, symbolic imagery, and stylistic choices that reinforced the thematic elements of the tracks. Fans and critics alike praised the visuals for complementing the music, elevating the overall experience, and providing additional layers of interpretation. Reaction videos analyzing the music videos flooded social media, with discussions ranging from costume design and color palettes to directorial choices and symbolic references. The combination of auditory and visual storytelling created a multisensory event, solidifying the release as a cultural phenomenon rather than a simple music drop. By the end of the second day, it was clear that Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem had achieved more than a successful collaboration. They had sparked a cultural moment that transcended traditional music metrics. Fans, critics, and industry insiders recognized the project as a carefully crafted blend of narrative depth, experimental energy, and cross-generational synergy. The engagement, excitement, and analysis surrounding the release demonstrated that these artists had successfully captured the attention of a global audience, solidifying their status as innovators in contemporary hip-hop. This marked the beginning of a broader conversation. Discussions about the lyrical complexity, musical innovation, and creative partnership between Kendrick and Keem dominated online forums, podcasts, and news outlets. It wasn't just about the songs. It was about the impact, influence, and cultural resonance of two artists pushing boundaries while remaining deeply connected to the core of hip-hop tradition. Fans were left eager for more, anticipating future releases, live performances, and behind-the-scenes insights into the creative process. By the third day following the release of Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem's highly anticipated music, the impact had extended far beyond streaming numbers and social media hype. Fans continued dissecting the lyrics, production, and visuals, creating a whirlwind of analysis, reaction, and debate across multiple platforms. Twitter threads exploded with line-by-line breakdowns, TikTok users posted first listen reactions that racked up millions of views, and Instagram Reels showcased everything from fans' emotional responses to snippets of dance challenges inspired by the tracks. The collaboration had become more than music. It was a cultural moment, a shared experience that fans and analysts alike were dissecting obsessively. One of the most talked about elements was the synergy between Kendrick and Keem. Fans noted how Kendrick's intricate storytelling blended seamlessly with Keem's unpredictable flow, creating a dynamic push and pull throughout the tracks. Kendrick's lyrics, often reflective and socially conscious, were contrasted by Keem's energetic delivery, clever wordplay, and contemporary references. This combination not only satisfied fans of both artists but also attracted analysts praised the duo for achieving a balance that allowed each artist's strengths to shine without overshadowing the other. Industry insiders also weighed in, noting that the release strategy was almost as calculated as the music itself. By teasing snippets, releasing visuals, and strategically timing the drop, Kendrick and Keem ensured maximum engagement from fans worldwide. The online chatter created a feedback loop. More hype led to more streams, which in turn fueled further conversation, breaking records across multiple platforms. Playlists featuring the tracks appeared everywhere, from curated Spotify lists to fan-generated compilations, further amplifying exposure and ensuring that the music reached an audience far beyond the artist's core fan bases. The music videos accompanying the release became an essential component of the phenomenon. Early reactions focused on the cinematography, color grading, and symbolism, with fans highlighting the attention to detail and hidden references throughout the visuals. Some interpreted subtle nods to Kendrick's past work, while others speculated on the meaning behind Keem's expressive gestures and energetic choreography. Reaction videos and breakdowns proliferated, with fans and commentators analyzing every frame, costume choice, and camera angle. These visuals elevated the project from a musical release to a multidimensional artistic statement, showing that Kendrick and Keem were thinking beyond audio alone. Social media discussions were also dominated by debates about thematic content. Fans explored lyrical references to personal experiences, societal issues, and broader cultural commentary. Some praised Kendrick for maintaining his role as a thoughtful, socially aware artist, while others celebrated Keem's willingness to experiment and push boundaries. Forums, Discord channels, and fan pages became virtual meeting grounds for analysis, speculation, and creative fan expression. Memes, interpretive videos, and artistic remixes proliferated, reflecting the release's deep impact on contemporary pop culture. Streaming and chart performance continued to dominate conversations. By the third day, several tracks had already broken into trending positions worldwide, and streaming numbers showed exponential growth. Analysts projected that this collaboration could dominate monthly and weekly charts, potentially earning both artists significant recognition and accolades. The anticipation surrounding future live performances, remixes, and potential bonus tracks added an extra layer of excitement, as fans speculated on what Kendrick and Keem might reveal next. Media coverage expanded beyond music platforms. News outlets, lifestyle blogs, and entertainment shows analyzed the project, focusing not only on the tracks themselves but also on the broader cultural implications. Analysts highlighted the intergenerational dynamic between Kendrick and Keem, discussing how the collaboration bridged hip-hop traditions with contemporary trends. They praised the duo for creating music that was both relevant and innovative, resonating with diverse audiences while honoring the genre's roots. The third day also revealed the global reach of the release. Fans from multiple continents shared their reactions, translating lyrics, posting live reactions, and creating content in different languages. This international engagement reinforced the idea that Kendrick and Keem's music wasn't just dominating domestic conversations, it was sparking a worldwide cultural dialogue. From casual listeners to hardcore hip-hop enthusiasts, everyone had something to say about the collaboration, and the conversation showed no signs of slowing down. By the end of the third day, it was clear that this release was more than a collection of songs. It was a movement. Fans, critics, and industry insiders recognized that Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem had created something that transcended traditional music releases. The combination of intricate lyricism, experimental energy, and strategic promotion ensured that the project dominated not only charts and streams but also conversations, cultural trends, and online discourse. Ultimately, the third day underscored the power of anticipation, creativity, and collaboration. Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem had not only delivered music, they had created a phenomenon. Fans eagerly awaited what would come next. Live performances, behind-the-scenes insights, and the next phase of this groundbreaking collaboration that had already left an indelible mark on contemporary hip-hop. By the fourth day after the release of Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem's highly anticipated music, the cultural ripple effect had grown even larger. Social media was saturated with fan reactions, breakdown videos, and discussions about every element of the tracks. TikTok challenges inspired by Keem's infectious hooks were going viral, while Twitter threads dissected Kendrick's dense lyricism line by line. Fans weren't just listening, they were actively analyzing, reacting, and creating, turning the release into a participatory event that extended far beyond traditional music consumption. The level of engagement reflected the unique influence both artists wield, capturing attention across generations and demographics. The fan discourse revealed a deep appreciation for the creative balance between the two artists. Kendrick's contributions were praised for their introspective storytelling, layered metaphors, and social commentary, while Keem's energetic delivery, clever wordplay, and experimental cadence provided a sharp contrast that made the tracks feel dynamic and unpredictable. This interplay between lyrical depth and high-energy performance created a listening experience that rewarded repeated plays, with each track revealing new nuances and details upon closer examination. Fans quickly shared analyses comparing the evolution of Kendrick's style with the innovative twist Keem brought to the music, sparking debates that dominated forums and social media feeds. Industry insiders continued to highlight the strategic genius behind the release. From the timing of teasers and visuals to the coordinated promotion across multiple platforms, Kendrick and Keem's team ensured that hype, engagement, and streams remained at peak levels. Analysts pointed out that the project was a masterclass in modern music marketing, blending traditional media coverage with digital virality. The calculated approach amplified the collaboration's cultural impact, ensuring that it became more than just a musical event. It became a phenomenon in fan communities, streaming platforms, and pop culture discussions. The accompanying music videos were a major focal point for both fans and critics. The visuals were striking, featuring symbolic imagery, innovative cinematography, and stylistic choices that aligned with the tone and narrative of each track. Some elements referenced Kendrick's previous works, creating a sense of continuity for longtime fans, while others emphasized Keem's experimental, boundary-pushing aesthetic. Reaction videos analyzing the visuals proliferated across platforms, with fans highlighting hidden meanings, creative camera angles, and costume details. The combination of audio and visual storytelling added layers of complexity that encouraged repeat viewings, creating a richer, more immersive experience for the audience. Critical analysis further emphasized the cultural weight of the project. Music journalists and hip-hop commentators praised the collaboration for bridging generations, blending Kendrick's veteran insight with Keem's innovative energy. The project demonstrated how mentorship and familial bonds could influence musical chemistry, producing tracks that are both emotionally resonant and commercially viable. Critics noted that this balance allowed the music to appeal to a broad audience. Hardcore hip-hop fans appreciated Kendrick's lyricism, while younger listeners connected with Keem's modern, experimental approach. The dual appeal was a key factor in the project's immediate global relevance. Streaming and chart performance remained a major talking point. By day 4, several tracks were topping charts worldwide, with millions of streams recorded across Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube. Analysts projected long-term chart dominance, suggesting that this collaboration could maintain cultural and commercial relevance for months. Fans celebrated milestone achievements, sharing screenshots of trending positions and streaming records across social media. The commercial success of the project reinforced its cultural impact, demonstrating that Kendrick and Keem had created a release that resonated both artistically and commercially. Global reactions also highlighted the international reach of the collaboration. Fans from Europe, Asia, Africa, and Latin America shared translations, reaction videos, and interpretations, proving that the impact of Kendrick and Keem's music extended far beyond the United States. The viral nature of the release was amplified by this global engagement, as cultural references and musical nuances were dissected across languages and regions. International discussion boards and social media platforms became hubs for analysis, prediction, and debate, further cementing the project's worldwide influence. By the end of the fourth day, it was clear that Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem had not merely released a set of songs, they had created a full-scale cultural moment. The music's combination of lyrical depth, energetic experimentation, and visual storytelling kept audiences engaged, while the strategic promotion ensured maximum exposure. Fans and critics alike recognized the project as a landmark collaboration that exemplified the power of creativity, innovation, and cross-generational synergy in contemporary hip-hop. Ultimately, the fourth day underscored the multifaceted impact of the release. Kendrick and Keem had achieved more than a musical success. They had created a phenomenon that transcended traditional metrics, dominated conversation, and redefined audience engagement in the digital era. The story of this collaboration was far from over, with fans eagerly anticipating what new experiences, performances, and surprises the duo would deliver next. By the fifth day after the release of Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem's highly anticipated music, the cultural impact of the collaboration had fully solidified. What began as a viral moment had grown into a sustained global conversation, with fans, critics, and industry insiders analyzing every detail, debating lyrical interpretations, and predicting the trajectory of both artists' careers. The initial hype had transformed into deeper engagement, as listeners returned to the tracks repeatedly, discovering new layers of meaning in the lyrics, flows, and production choices. This release was no longer just a musical drop. It was a cultural phenomenon that resonated far beyond the charts. One of the most notable outcomes was the fan-driven analysis that continued to dominate social media. Every line Kendrick delivered was dissected for hidden references, allegories, and thematic depth. Fans examined Keem's verses for wordplay, cadence shifts, and cultural commentary. This level of scrutiny created a participatory experience for listeners, turning the album into a puzzle that demanded attention, discussion, and repeated listening. Online forums, Reddit threads, and Discord communities were flooded with theories connecting the music to broader social commentary, Kendrick's past work, and Keem's emerging narrative style. In this sense, the release had evolved into a cultural case study in modern hip-hop storytelling. Streaming numbers continued to reflect the project's dominance. Multiple tracks were consistently trending on platforms such as Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube, while the combined virality of audio and visual content ensured a global reach. In addition to record-breaking streams, fan-generated content proliferated across TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts, expanding the audience beyond traditional music listeners. Viral challenges, lip-syncing videos, and reaction compilations amplified the reach, creating an ecosystem where fan engagement and streaming success reinforced each other. The release strategy, combined with the organic enthusiasm of the audience, demonstrated a modern approach to music promotion that leveraged both social media dynamics and artistic innovation. Critics also weighed in with detailed reviews that praised the synergy between Kendrick and Keem. Analysts highlighted how the collaboration bridged generational gaps, blending Kendrick's mature storytelling and socially conscious lyricism with Keem's youthful energy, experimental approach, and infectious hooks. This combination created a listening experience that was both introspective and dynamic, appealing to longtime hip-hop fans while engaging younger audiences. Many critics emphasized that this release reinforced Kendrick's role as a cultural leader and mentor, while simultaneously establishing Keem as a rising star capable of holding his own alongside one of the genre's most respected figures. The music videos accompanying the tracks were equally influential. Fans dissected cinematography, symbolism, and visual motifs, uncovering references to past work, social commentary, and artistic inspiration. The integration of visuals with music enhanced the narrative, providing layers of interpretation that fueled discussion for days. The videos also served as a creative showcase for Keem's bold stylistic choices and Kendrick's meticulous attention to conceptual detail, reinforcing the idea that this collaboration was as much about artistry as it was about music. The release also generated conversations about the broader cultural significance of the collaboration. Observers noted that the album not only celebrated familial bonds between Kendrick and Keem, but also highlighted a trend in modern hip-hop, intergenerational collaboration as a tool for innovation. By merging established expertise with fresh experimentation, the duo demonstrated how the genre continues to evolve while honoring its roots. The cultural conversations extended to themes of identity, representation, and creative freedom, positioning the release as a landmark moment in contemporary music discourse. Internationally, the response was equally impressive. Fans from multiple continents shared interpretations, reactions, and content inspired by the music, emphasizing its global resonance. Streaming charts in Europe, Asia, and Latin America reflected significant engagement, while online communities provided spaces for fans to analyze lyrics, debate meanings, and celebrate standout moments. The release had transcended geographic boundaries, highlighting the universal appeal of innovative, emotionally resonant music. By the end of the fifth day, it was clear that Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem had achieved something extraordinary. The collaboration had not only produced memorable tracks, but had also reshaped the way fans engage with music in the digital era. It had generated cultural conversations, inspired viral moments, and established a blueprint for cross-generational collaboration in hip-hop. Both artists emerged from the release with reinforced reputations. Kendrick as a visionary leader continuing to push creative boundaries, and Baby Keem as a bold, innovative force poised for long-term influence. Ultimately, this release underscored the power of anticipation, innovation, and fan engagement in modern music. Kendrick and Keem had created a project that was as much an artistic statement as it was a cultural event, leaving fans, critics, and industry insiders eagerly anticipating what comes next. The collaboration proved that, when executed thoughtfully, music can transcend charts, spark global conversations, and redefine expectations for what hip-hop can achieve in the digital age. Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem just dropped a collaboration that's shaking the entire music world, and you've been part of the journey from the first teaser to this full-blown cultural moment. From Kendrick's thought-provoking storytelling to Keem's infectious energy and experimental flow, every track has fans dissecting lyrics, debating meanings, and creating viral content online. This isn't just a music release. It's a movement that's redefining how hip-hop interact with fans, culture, and the digital landscape. Now it's your turn to weigh in. Which track hit the hardest? Who delivered the most memorable verse? And what do you think this release means for the future of hip-hop? Drop your thoughts in the comments, join the conversation, and share your favorite moments with fellow fans. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all the latest releases, behind-the-scenes insights, and exclusive breakdowns from Kendrick, Baby Keem, and the biggest artists in the game.